Little Red Riding Hood. A little girl who never took off her little red cap and hood. Her grandmother had made it for her, and she loved it. She was called the Little Red Riding Hood. One day, the Little Red Riding Hood's mommy gave her a basket of biscuits to take her to her grandma. And mommy said, "Now don't talk to any strangers," said mommy. And Little Red Riding Hood said, "I won't. And I promise, mommy." And off she goes, taking the basket of biscuits to her grandma. It was a long walk to the grandma's, but there were lots to look at along the way. She looked at the birds, the bunnies, the squirrels on the trees, and the wild flowers. Beautiful, aren't they? Before long, a big, bad, wicked wolf stopped her on the path. "Where are you going so quickly?" asked the wolf. "I'm on my way to the grandma's house," said Little Red Riding Hood. "I'm taking this basket of biscuits." "You really have to stop and pick these pretty bunch of flowers for her," said the wolf. "Hmm, good idea," said Little Red Riding Hood, and she began plucking the flowers for Grandma. She forgot the promise she made to her mom. What did she tell her mom? That I will not talk to strangers. The wicked wolf ran ahead to Grandma as fast as she could and knocked the door. And Grandma asked, "Who's there?" "Little Red Riding Hood," said the wolf in a sweet little voice. So that, Grandma thinks it is Little Red Riding Hood, not the wolf. When Grandma opened the door, the wicked old wolf pounced on her and swallowed her as a whole. And in one big gulp, look at her tummy now. One big tummy the wolf has. Then she put on the nightcap and pulled the covers and waited for the Little Red Riding Hood. See, she's trying to pose like grandma so that Little Red Riding Hood thinks it's her grandma. But who it is actually? It is the wolf. When she knocked the door, and the wolf answered in a voice like grandma, "Who's there?" "It's the Little Red Riding Hood," she said. "Open the door and come in, my dear," said the wolf. Little Red Riding Hood tiptoed in. She's walking in her toes. "Why, grandma, what big eyes do you have?" she said. "All the better to see you." "My dear," said the wolf. "And grandma, what big ears you have," said Little Red Riding Hood. "All the better to hear you," said the wolf. "And grandma, what big teeth you have," said Little Red Riding Hood. "All the better to eat you." "My dear," snarled the wolf, and he jumped out of the bed to pounce on Little Red Riding Hood. Look at this wolf. He's ready to pounce on Little Red Riding Hood and eat her. But a young woodsman passing by heard the noise. He broke in the door just in time to knock the wolf out. Then the woodsman zipped open the wolf's stomach, and the grandma was safe and sound there. Look at the grandma coming out of the wolf's tummy. And grandma and Little Riding Hood are giving a hug to each other. The tall young woodsman took Little Red Riding Hood home safe, and she promised never ever to talk to strangers. And they all lived happily ever after. Thank you.